Short time ago, the Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Pinion has it teed up, and here we go with two of the most exciting offenses around as the Bucs visit Baltimore. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run it. Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Jackson rolling to his left. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right? Field goal or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Flush to his right. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Check. Flash down. Check 9. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Check.
They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score. Ravens 7, Buccaneers 0. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Mike Evans, 33 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That is definitely what we call a defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Quick. Mike 45. Drop deep. Check 31. Check 31. Report. Report.
Now Jackson on first down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. He's got a man complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock. Stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man complete to Miller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Brady.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the Ravens 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Brady to throw again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Hey, middle. Back. Hey, middle. Check 45 to my.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, report. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up. Hey, shot.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Nice pick.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's Miller, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. That's complete. Bernard. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 42.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, they'll throw with Brady. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 30 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 21-7.
Ravens 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
4 yards remain for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson now. This will be caught once again by Brown.
A gain of 4 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Second down at 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
It's gonna be a long day. No.
They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Yo, yo, yo. Hey. Yo. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin White, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's go, P. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey. The mic. Check. 45 the mic. I got him.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Room to run past midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Let's get off the field. 45
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in a season as the top running backs in the league.
Oh, you got D? 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, D. 45's the Mike. Hey, here we go. 45, 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 35. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. 45's the Mike. 13. Get wrong.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Fournette once more on 2nd down.
He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brady to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Bernard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us?